Well, Western New York is filled with a number of mentoring programs for our kids. And for children living in underserved communities, these kinds of programs are life-changing, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Here's Two on Your Side's Liz Lewin.
I was sad, I was angry, I was depressed.
That's how 17-year-old Autumn Grant from Jamestown describes how it felt to be a little black girl in a new city and a new school without much support to fall back on.
I definitely missed out on being with my mom a lot because she was always wrapped up in something, and not being able to be around my dad because my dad, he was kind of, he was incarcerated at the time.
Though she's a resilient teenager today, Autumn says if it wasn't for meeting Tiffany Lewis during her after-school program in 7th grade, she would never have the self-esteem and confidence to talk about her struggles.
I was inspired. I was kind of excited to be around somebody that knew how I was feeling and could, help me through that.
Since 2016, Tiffany Lewis and her nonprofit program, Confident Girl Mentoring, have been uplifting and inspiring girls.
It's it kind of gets exhausting listening to what everybody else has to say. Why can't I just be me? Why can't I just that gave me time to think, you know what? Stop listening to what they have to say because their opinion doesn't even matter.
Over the past 4 years, Lewis has mentored 2,000 girls ages 7 to 19 throughout Western New York, with 90% of them being black and brown.
My message to my girls is that, listen, your voice matters.
Lewis says the reality is, though rewarding, her job is tough. Reminding young girls of color that their voices matter just as much as anyone else's can be challenging, especially in a society that tends to celebrate their bodies more than their opinions.
It's unfortunate that we have to, say these things to our girls, but we're already classified as ratchet or not having the common sense to be able to communicate effectively without screaming or without yelling.
So whether virtual or in person, Lewis is dedicated to tackling serious topics, from abuse to relationships to teen pregnancy, issues she says that need to be addressed sooner than later. In Buffalo, Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Liz. And mentoring really changes lives.
It absolutely can make all the difference. And it's a good reminder that they need those volunteers, too, to step up and be big sisters and big brothers to young people that need some help, need some direction.
All ages, too.
Yeah, very true.